Alright, everyone. This is going to be my review of the new Ring of Honor World Championship belt. This replica has already made quite a reputation for itself, mostly in the negative. So today I'll try to cover some of the negative, and hopefully somewhere in here there will be some positive. But there's not a lot. So here's the thing. Either you like this belt, the design, or you don't. I actually like the design, which is why I picked it up last night at a Ring of Honor event here in New York. Really good show. I said I was absolutely not going to pick this belt up, and here it is. I've been known to make a lot of stupid decisions in my life. So, obviously, you've probably noticed a couple things right off the bat. First things first. The strap. That's the first thing everybody noticed. It's the first thing I noticed. It's terrible. It is terrible. I mean, it's not worse than a WWE strap, to be frank. It's the exact same quality. I mean, it's no different. It's the same rubbery, kind of plasticky feel. It's just the same as WWE, but it's just terrible. You know, it doesn't really move like cardboard, just like every other one. My biggest issue was how it's put on the strap. As you can see, the plates are extremely close together. The real one, they're close together, but not nearly this bad. As you can see on this, I noticed it. These are actually touching, and this is laying flat. These are touching, and it's just laying there flat. This was just put together poorly. That's what it comes down to. A lot of this is not even so much the plates, because the plates really aren't that bad. They're the same as any other belt, except they were put together poorly. This belt was just put together and made poorly. There are things we can do to fix that. I think a re-leather of this, having it fix this ridiculous, terribly cut out strap, will fix a lot of that. When it's on a real strap, where the plates aren't going to be touching, like that, and like that, and like that, it would probably fix a lot of that. The other thing, the gems. Lost one in about 1 minute. I still have it, but it fell off. It's very shallow, and you will lose one. Again, it can be fixed. You get a good stoner, maybe drill the holes a little bit further. The gems themselves aren't that bad. They actually shine pretty nicely. You can't really tell now, but they do actually shine very nicely. I noticed it from other people sitting in the crowd. The gems do shine. So, what are the other problems? Well, again, we're back to the strap. 5x5 snap. The real one, 6x6. Again, just lazy. Just lazy producing of a product. If they had just put on 6x6, what would have been the issue? Couldn't they have just added one more snap on each side? Whatever. The other big thing for me, no gold tip. The real one has a gold tip. It says ROH World Champion. You can look it up online. And for some reason, they decided to not add it. The last version of the Ring of Honor World title, I had that. It is still, in my mind, one of the best replicas that's ever been produced. It was amazing. I did sell it just because, I don't know, for whatever reason I decided to sell it. But This isn't quite there, but it's not that far off. 4mm plates. The logo on the front does pop out a little bit. Not too much, a little bit. It is raised. It's not just flat on there. It is raised up a little bit. Not quite as, not TV accurate, but good enough. The gold plating on this isn't phenomenal. I'll see if I can get a really good shot of it. It's not great. You can definitely see some flaws in the gold plating. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm not a person who's overly nitpicky. This belt does give me a few reasons to be nitpicky. But again, some of it can be fixed by having to go out and fix it yourself. Like, say, a re-leather and a re-stone. I think would make this belt exponentially better than this one. But then that does add on top of the $500 they're charging for this. So that begs the question, is this worth $500? Simple answer, no. It's definitely not worth $500. Is it worth $400? Maybe. 4mm plates. Strap is the same as any other belt. And $400 is about the price point of every other replica on the market today. I think if this was $400, this would have been a much better deal. But still, the lack of a gold tip, no 6, only 5. The stamping is about what you'd expect on something like this. Shallow like WWE, nothing different. About the same. Now, this is where my biggest flaw came in. You don't notice it. I don't think I've seen anybody mention it. Maybe this was the worst problem for me. The backing. These are Phillips head screws. Phillips head screws. With washers underneath to hold the plates in place. As you can see, already lost one. What moron decided to put Phillips head screws instead of flathead screws? Oh man, does that person need to be fired. Also, you've probably noticed, there's a red backing. The Ring of Honor World title doesn't have a red backing. It's a black backing. The belt is not that old. It never had red. Not anywhere. Not in promo pics. Not on TV. Not even once during the original one. During the debut. Nothing. Ever. Didn't have a red backing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I missed a pic somewhere that it did. I haven't seen it. For some reason, they decided to go red on this, which is not accurate. As is a lot of things about this belt. So, again, everybody will make their own decisions. This is either a belt you like or a belt you don't like. Me personally, I like the plates. I like the design. I'm a Ring of Honor fan. And it's a heavy belt. The gems do shine when you have proper lighting, which I don't today. The gold, you really wouldn't notice it unless you're standing in front of it. Stuff like this, where the plates are touching, again, a re-leather will fix that and will make it look significantly better. Having this be a real replica and not a boot, I could probably send it to anybody and get it done. I'm almost certainly going to, just because, why not? If I'm going to go this far on this belt, why not go all the way? But I like the design. It's a cool belt, and I think I'm going to hold on to it, at least for the time being. I'll probably invest a little money, new strap, new stones, that sort of thing. Maybe, I don't even know if you can get somebody to fix this. God, Phillips head screws. What dicks. Anyway, give me once more an overview of everything. I haven't seen any scratching of the paint, which some people have said that they have experienced. I even kind of ran my finger over the paint a little bit. It didn't seem like it was going to scratch off, but who knows. And there's the missing stone. World champion. Again, I do like the design. I haven't tried to take the nameplate off, but it does seem like it does come off. So maybe you can have that replaced. Who knows? Maybe they'll come out with some nameplates. Cody, Dalton Castle, who knows? Maybe I'll pick one or two of those up. But again, I like this belt. I do. It got a lot of attention last night. A lot of people wanted to see it. They were all shocked by $500, which most people are. But if you want a cool replica, I would say pick it up. Maybe wait. Maybe give it a couple months, see if the price drops a little bit. Maybe if they fix this, who knows. I know I'm going to fix it, but maybe they'll do it themselves. Maybe they'll be proactive. Maybe make a 6x6 snap box. Who knows? But this is the Ring of Honor World title. Currently held by Dalton Castle. Likely very soon to be held by Cody. Oh, one more thing. That's what I wanted to say. When I bought this had a very deep curve to it. Let's see if I can back up a little bit here. A very deep curve. Way more than the real one. I was actually, again, in New York last night at the Hammerstein Ballroom. They had a show there for Ring of Honor. I actually saw Dalton Castle. I saw him holding the real world title. I didn't get a chance to get over there to see him. But the real main plate is actually somewhat flat. It is not as deep a curve as this came to be. I actually flattened it a little bit. I was wearing it, I had to wear it all the way home because I didn't have a place to carry it or anything. So it was actually very warm when I got home. And I just kind of pushed on a little bit and flattened the plates out. And I think it looks a lot better with the plates not as deep a curve. Now that's a personal preference. I just happen to think that it looks better without such a deep curve. But that's up to you. That's up to you. So there it is, everybody. Everybody will make their own decisions. I'm sure it'll get a lot of negative reviews. I do really like it. I know I've said a lot of negative things about it, but I think this is something that'd be worth picking up. It's something that will look cool in a display case. And it's just a nice belt. You got a lot of cool designs, a lot of floral designs in it. It's a classy looking belt. Ring of Honor needs that right now. After that whole Dave Milliken situation. Got a nice crown up top there. Again, I would pick it up. It's a cool belt. You may need to put a little extra money into it though. That's the problem. So, that's my review, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. And there you go.